Race of the week comes to you from Saratoga, the Spa, and it's the $100,000 Curlin Stakes, 9-horse field, and a few of these horses trying to look and race their way into the Travers Stakes later on this meet at Saratoga. From the rail, Intrepid Heart lost by 5 lengths in the Belmont Stakes. Ran in the spurts that day, was a little wide going onto the backside, and then kind of just ran evenly, and then down the stretch just kind of flattened out late in that Belmont Stakes. Had a little bit of a trip note at the beginning of the Peter Pan when he stumbled at the start and then kind of rushed up kind of on the inside, and then was just outran by Global Campaign that day. But Global Campaign will be one of the favorites in Saturday's Jim Dandy Stakes, so that was still a strong race even though he lost. His big win at Oaklawn in a maiden breaker did not face much but showed some good speed, and then in his gritty win at Keeneland he came a little off that pace today on a slightly speed favoring surface. So that was a nice win for Intrepid Heart. Kind of going both ways with him. I'm not sure he has the raw speed to run with horses like Highest Honors and Looking at Bikinis and Endorsed, but he does have a little bit of a class edge, and he does have a little bit more experience than some of those horses. Cairo Cad has not run this year. Big grade 3 win last year as a 2-year-old. Had some physical issues in January and February, so was taken off the Kentucky Derby trail. Not sure he's fully cranked for this race, and I think he could still be a good horse. He just may be looking for a spot later on this fall. Looking at Bikinis, hammered at the windows in both of his starts, favored both lifetime races under even money. Son of Looking at Lucky. He keeps Javier Castellano in the saddle. This will be his 3rd lifetime start and first race at 2 turns. A big win at a mile last time at Belmont, and really won in hand, came from off the pace, chased a good speed horse, a quality speed horse, and not that Brady, and picked up the nice victory. He's in form. Recent workouts say he's good to go, and I think he's going to take a lot of money at the betting windows again. Looking at Bikinis, a very strong spot in this race to possibly pick up the victory. Grumps Little Tots, I think he's a little outclassed here. Not sure he can get the 9 furlongs, so I'm going to be kind of fading Grumps Little Tots. He has run in some good little minor stakes races, so he kind of fits the class conditions wise, and he did have a nice win when he won by 6 lengths at Aqueduct back in February. Rowayton, another distance challenged horse, I believe. Buy into Mischief. They just don't seem to run on, especially as you get later on in the summer of their 3-year-old seasons. 5 furlong win is his maiden victory, and then ran second in a couple of grade 1s last year as a 2-year-old, but those were small fields. And his last 5 races he's ran in 6-horse fields and 5-horse fields, so Rowayton definitely going to have to pick it up if he wants to pick up a win in this race. Direct Order, another with a lot of lifetime starts. He's one of the more experienced horses, 10 lifetime races. Seems to be going in and out of horses, but he could maybe catch a little bit of a speed duel, and his best chance is maybe to come off the pace if they lay further back. Endorsed, a fast comeback win at 6 furlongs. Kind of surprising to see him in this spot. I thought maybe he might go the Jerkins, and he still may if he doesn't fire in this spot here. But I'm going to select Endorsed in this race. I liked his maiden win, ran a nice rush up against the pace against a fast winner that day in Complexity in the Champagne. So that race is better than looked, I think, on paper. And then picked up a fast win last out coming off the pace and really won in hand down the stretch. Endorsed did, and I like that victory. Highest Honors, bet down in both of his starts. Big win at 2-5 the last time after hitting the rail in his debut at Keeneland and being bet down. Son of Tappet should like the distance, 9 furlongs, and keeps Jose Ortiz in the saddle. So Highest Honors, I think another one going to be bet down at the windows, especially a lot of people remember his rough trip at Keeneland and then a fast maiden breaker at Belmont at 2-5 the last race. Mowgotcha rounds out the field, a nice horse, actually ran a strong race in his debut to win at 112.3 at Aqueduct, and another one I think who's probably going to improve with a few more races. So Mowgotcha, not necessarily my selection in this race. Remember, hit subscribe, more subscribers, more videos. We'll be previewing the Jim Dandy, and this is a strong Curlin Stakes. Endorsed, Looking at Lucky, Intrepid Heart, and Looking at Bikinis will be the 4 favorites. I think Looking at Bikinis is going to be the top board favorite. I'm selecting Endorsed. I think he can come a little bit off the pace, and I think we're going to get a strong Curlin Stakes this year. 1 or 2 of these horses may run on into the Travers. We'll see what happens in the Jim Dandy on Saturday. More race videos coming from Del Mar and Saratoga this week, and my selection in the Curlin Stakes is Endorsed, and we'll see what we can get from Looking at Bikinis and Highest Honors in this spot. Good luck at the windows from Saratoga. It's the race of the week, the Curlin Stakes.